Hey there. There's this one English grammar point that trips up so many people. It seems super simple, but if you get it wrong, you can end up saying the complete opposite of what you mean. So yeah, let's dive in and get this sorted out.
Okay, to get us started, I've got a quick question for you. If I tell you, you have to go, what do you think is the opposite of that sentence? Just think about it for a sec. So if your first thought was, you must not go, well, you've just fallen into one of the trickiest little traps in the English language. But hey, you are definitely not alone. That's a super common answer, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack today. But don't you worry, the good news is this is way less complicated than it seems. I promise, in just the next few minutes, we're going to untangle this whole thing for good, and it'll all click into place. Okay, let's break this down, starting with the first half of our puzzle, don't have to. Honestly, I kind of think of this phrase as the sound of freedom. You'll see why in a second. So here's the deal. Don't have to just means there's a lack of necessity. Something isn't required. And the most important word to lock in your brain for this one is choice. You have a choice. For example, take a look at this. Tomorrow is a holiday. We don't have to go to class. Now, does that mean you're banned from the school? Of course not. It just means you're not obligated to go. The requirement is gone. So, you have the freedom to choose what you do. Exactly. It's not a command at all. It's just information. It's like a friend saying, hey, you don't need to worry about this. It's all about removing an obligation and giving you back that freedom of choice. All right, now let's flip to the complete opposite end of the spectrum. We've got must not. And if don't have to is the sound of freedom, this is the unbreakable rule. Yeah, this is where things get really serious. Must not means one thing, prohibition. It's a giant flashing red stop sign. It means something is absolutely 100% forbidden. There's no wiggle room, no negotiation. It's a hard do not do this. And this example really drives it home. You must not tell anyone my secret. Do you promise? You can just feel the weight of that, right? The speaker's setting a very strict, non-negotiable boundary. Breaking that promise would have some pretty serious consequences. So yeah, this is a really strong command. You'll see it used for things like official rules, laws, or in situations where the stakes are super high. With must not, your choice, it's just gone. It's completely removed from the equation. All right, time for the main event. Let's put these two head to head. This is where everything's going to become crystal clear. Okay, look here. On one side, you've got don't have to. That's all about not being necessary, which means you have a choice. We don't have to hurry. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's totally up to us. But then you look at the other side. Must not. That's a flat-out prohibition. There is zero choice. We must not be late. That's a command. It means there will be serious consequences if we are late. See, it all boils down to one simple idea. Choice versus no choice. All right. Theory's great, but the best way to really lock this in is to try it out. So let's put this into practice with a couple of quick scenarios. Ready? Here's the first one. Imagine speaker A says, the meeting starts in an hour. We have plenty of time. So, what should speaker B say? Should they say, A, we must not hurry, or B, we don't have to hurry? What do you think? And the answer is B, we don't have to hurry. Makes sense, right? Hurrying isn't necessary, but it's not forbidden either. I mean, if you feel like sprinting to the meeting, go for it. There's just no obligation to. Awesome. Let's do one more. This time, you're going to create the sentence. Here's the situation. Jin has to work overtime this weekend. Now, how would you flip that around? How do you say that it's not necessary for Jin to work? Go ahead, think about it for a moment. And there it is. The answer is, Jin doesn't have to work overtime this weekend. Suddenly, his weekend is free. He has a choice. And you can see how different that is from saying Jin must not work, which would be bizarre, right? It would sound like his boss is banning him from the building. So if you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. It's super simple. Don't have to equals choice because it's not necessary. And must not equals no choice because it's forbidden. That's it. That's the whole secret. And just like that, you've cracked the code. You've unlocked this tricky rule. So the last thing I want to leave you with is a question. Now that you see how one tiny word change can lead to a massive misunderstanding, what other little word pairs in English have you noticed that can do the same thing? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for digging into this with me.